How's everybody doing? I'm going to be doing a lot of lives. They're not going to be so long. That's the only thing, because I'm trying to spend a lot of time with the fam and be there for the wife. But from time to time, I want to do these quick little lives, entertain you, talk a little bit about the great President Trump and what's going on with crypto. I actually said a few days ago when XRP was, it was really, really hot. I said, I think a correction was coming. Everybody told me, I'm nuts, I'm crazy. Well, I'm used to that. But so far, it looks like I might have been right with that call. We saw Bitcoin top 100K, but then it went back down to 97. Let's see where XRP is right now. I think it was at when I first made the video that I think there was going to be a correction with XRP. I think it was like at 270. Right now, I believe it's at 227. Now, I just want you to understand. Hold on. Get out. Well, let me just read this here. Jennifer is still alive. Yes. She's here. She's in the home with us. It's a tough situation, young Cootie. Look, she's been fighting it for several years she was first diagnosed with cancer in 2015. It turned stage 4 in 2017. A lot of people like these haters, they're psychos, these people. She is a fighter. She is a warrior, just like Trump, baby. She's a fighter. She's a warrior. And I'm not trying to be negative. It's just that when doctors tell you certain things, they kind of freak you out, doctors. Like what happened was the doctors basically said to us, hold on a second. Just give me 1 second here. I'm doing a live stream, Sophia, please. Okay? Thank you. Hi. Hello, I'm doing a live. All right, I'll be down in a minute. Sorry, it was just my daughter. They just said to her that when it gets to this point where the cancer spreads to the brain and she had to have brain surgery, she had to remove a tumor from her brain. That was a big one. It was like a 9 centimeter tumor. It spread down to the spinal cord, not just on the outside, but the inside. There's like a tunnel. So the problem is that the cancer kind of keeps shooting back up to the brain from the spinal cord. So they say at this point, it's really not really treatable. They could do crazy things like whole brain radiation, but that messes you up big time, man. And it doesn't, the doctors even say it's not even something that will increase survival. And it wipes out your memory. From what I'm reading, I'll say it's alleged because I'm not a doctor, but from what I'm reading and from what even the doctors say, it could cause dementia, it could cause all these problems. So a lot of people opt to not even do it and just to stay at home, live out their lives. She's on heavy medications like morphine and oxycodone, and that's the dealio with that. So like I said, let me be clear. This is my Cash App. If anybody would like to support us, it is up to them. Now, let me explain to you what support means, because a lot of these haters do not understand what support means. Am I destitute for money? No. Am I begging you for money? No. Am I on my hands and my knees crying, pleading with you to send money? The answer is no. This is what is called a kind gesture from your heart. So if let's say someone doesn't want to do Cash App, you want to do a super chat on YouTube, that's fine as well. The only problem is YouTube charges like 30%. Cash App charges pennies on the dollar. So that's it. Back to the Future, actually, if someone could write this Cash App for me, I just wanted to pin it and we'll continue talking. Can you do me that favor? Back to the Future, if you could just type out, I can't do it on my phone. I have no idea why. If someone could type out the Cash App, it's the $ Richard Lavoie. There's no space in between my first name and my last name. So it's the $ Richard, RICHARD, L as in Larry, E as in Edward, V as in Victor, OI. Appreciate if someone could just type that out so I could pin the comment. Beautiful. Thank you, Back to the Future. So I pinned that. Good evening, Apefather. praying for your family, especially Jennifer. How is she feeling? She's comfortable because she's on a lot of pain medication. She's on like heavy stuff. She's on morphine. She's on, oxycodone. So she's feeling good. She's relaxed. I don't think she's in much pain, thank God. You know what I mean? So because she's on that heavy pain medication. And that's basically it. A lot of people don't understand. Like, look, I just want to be clear because I'm sick and tired of fighting with haters. It's like, they're like, Apefather, you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm not ashamed of myself because I want to give my wife and my family the best life possible. And if, God forbid, this is the end stage of her cancer, I want to do the most I can for her. And I am doing the most I can for her. But I have friends on YouTube. I have family on YouTube. And isn't the whole point of having friends and family that, like, when you're going through a tough time, that they're supposed to be there for you? That's how I was raised in Brooklyn. I was raised when my good friends or my family, were going through tough times, I would go above and beyond. That's just me. I guess everyone's different in this world. But anyway, I will play a song and then we'll talk. But just getting back to XRP, that's another thing Apefather was right about. Even throughout my toughest times of my life, everybody was yelling at me. They were like, yeah, I hate those Mama Lucadas. But everybody was telling me, no, XRP is going to the moon. I still think it will in the Trump administration. I think XRP is going to do great. But I said it was due for a short-term, correction. And everybody's like, you don't know, like that guy WTF, he was like, he's like, you don't know what you're talking about. You have no idea. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Did you see XRP went from 270 to 220? And it's red right now, red rum. So I guess I do know what I'm talking about. But again, I'm not a financial planner. I've just, what it is, when you've been involved in crypto and stocks as much as I have, you start to kind of learn things. And the first thing I learned in the stock market and cryptocurrency is that nothing goes up forever. I've learned that nothing goes up forever. At some point, you have an amazing run. That shit's going to correct. That's just that's the way the cookie crumbles, okay? XRP had an insane run. That shit went from 50 cents to 270. I was like, that shit's going to have a short-term correction. Does this mean it's not going to go up? No, of course it will go back up again. I'm not, see, it's like you can't say nothing to nobody. If I say there's going to be a short-term correction, people will think I'm all FUD. You're FUD. It's not FUD. It's called reality. It's called reality. When something has an amazing run, there's probably going to be a correction. You follow me? Now, again, I'm not a financial planner. Don't listen to me, okay? I'm not giving any financial advice. Their opinions are worth ugats. That's right. You're 100% right. MR. Oh, that's very nice of you, Back to the Future. Why would I mind that? I think that's the beautiful gesture. That is a beautiful gesture. Back to the Future mailed me and my wife, obviously for my wife, he mailed me a card and a gift yesterday. That's beautiful, Back to the Future. God bless you, brother. Why would I mind that? That's from the heart. That's straight from the heart, Back to the Future. I'll let you know when we receive it. Very, very kind of you. God bless you. Back to the Future is the best. I'm going to do a song really quick called Peace and Serenity. This is a classical piece I wrote, which is what I want for my wife. I wanted to have peace and serenity in her life. I'll let you know, Back to the Future, as soon as we receive it. That's an original classical piece called Peace and Serenity, dedicated to the wife, Jennifer. God bless her. As you can see in the pinned comment by Back to the Future, anybody who would have the good heart to make any small contribution for my wife to just, do a wonderful thing for her in a very, very tough, difficult time, I will give them a very, very big shout out. It is completely up to you. It is not a requirement. It is not something I'm begging. Okay, I'm not begging anybody. If you don't want to do it, you could still enjoy the music. I'm still going to play the music. You could still enjoy the talk and the conversation we're going to have. So it is certainly, certainly not a requirement. Same thing with Super Chats. If you prefer Super Chats over Cash App, that is your prerogative. Here's the regulator, the psychopath here. I don't block anybody. Okay, if someone is erasing your comments, it's not me. Okay, I don't block anybody. The only time, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. The only time that I boot someone off the live stream is when they get really insane, like that psychopathic guy, Detective Pikachu. Like, if people are going to come on the live stream and start wishing my wife death, yeah, I got to boot them off. I can't. Look, I'm sorry, I can't deal with that. I cannot deal with that. Okay, that's what he does, Detective Pikachu. This guy goes around all over the place. He's on X. He goes on YouTube. He's like, did she die yet? I can't wait for her to die. Now, it's people like that, I got to boot their asses off. Okay, but if you have an opinion and it's a reasonable conversation that we're having, I have no problem discussing it. I have no problem discussing a reasonable opinion. You know what I mean? You have an opinion and I have an opinion. Okay. So the regulator is one of the people against me asking people, if they would consider doing kind gestures for my wife. He doesn't like it. He does not like it at all. He thinks it's in bad taste. And he is entitled to his opinion, but let me answer it in two parts. Okay. My mother once told me a story once. I'm going to tell you a funny story. So a very good friend of her name was Madeline. Her son, Louis, was my best friend in Brooklyn growing up, right? So Madeline invited my mother over for dinner one time. And, obviously I came too, right? So obviously, right? So we went and Madeline made this big, gigantic Italian dinner, everything you could imagine. Lasagna, eggplant parmesan, chicken cutlets. It was amazing. I still to this day remember how great it tasted. Okay. So we had a wonderful time, bottle of wine, salud, gin tonic. Okay, great. We go home. My mom says, tell Louie, okay, that we want your mom over for dinner whenever she's available next. So I was like a little confused by that, because I was a kid. I was like, but Mom, we just saw them only today. It's like, we just went over there. We just had a big dinner. Why would you want to have them over so soon, right? She goes, because that's the way we do it here, Italians. Okay, this is the way we do it. They did something good for us. We do something good for them. She goes, that's the Italian way, my mother said. That's the Brooklyn way. One hand washes the other. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. Okay? Now, I'm not trying to sound mean or anything like that, but many people reached out to the Apefather when they were going through tough times. I'm going to I don't care if you get mad at me. You could get mad at me, but I'm going to tell you the truth. Many people reached out to me and I helped them. Now, does this mean, okay, that they have to help me back? No, that doesn't mean that. But according to the Brooklyn tradition, they should. Well, they're not from Brooklyn, right? I get it. The point is I did something good for my heart, okay? I did, look, I can't tell you how many people reached out to me when they were hurt. Apefather, my car broke down. I said, here's $300. I swear on God. I swear God is my witness. I helped so many people. Apefather, I'm sleeping in my car. I can't afford a hotel room. It's $300. Apefather, I see you're eating a juicy steak right now. I'm starving. I haven't eaten in a few days. Here's $300. Woman was a victim of domestic abuse with her husband. My husband, I think he's going to kill me, Apefather. I have to get out. Here's $300. Go get yourself to safety. This guy C. Diddy, no affiliation with P. Diddy. My house burnt down. My mother died. My wife has a baby on the. Here's $500. Okay? Okay, let's get rid of this guy, Detective Pikachu. He's gone. Now, Detective Pikachu, let me tell you why. I'm going to tell you why you're gone. There is a difference before I let you go. There is a difference between freedom of speech and what you're doing, you pathetic loser of a human being, you pathetic waste of human life. Okay, there is a difference. You understand how you wish my wife death, the disgusting things you did to my children on X. Okay, you're gone. All right, I'm not dealing with you right now. Okay, so bye bye. Bye bye, you piece of shit, low life. He's gone. The regulator, look, I'm just trying to make you understand. It's different cultures. Listen, maybe we come from different places, okay? Like I said to you, the way I was raised in Brooklyn, it has nothing to do with a person's net worth. It has nothing to do with a person's income. Like I said, a good friend of mine, John, he's a very, very good friend of mine from Brooklyn, okay? I'm not going to say his last name, don't ask me, okay? But his son, one time, his lung collapsed, this kid, his son. I ran down, to the hospital. I showed my support, hugged him, spent time with the family. I gave them an envelope, okay, $100 in it. Now you might say, but what does $100 like have to do with anything? It doesn't. It's just the way I am. It's the way I was raised. It's just look, buy the kid. He loved fire trucks. Go buy the kid a fire truck. Now, could I have bought him a fire truck? Yeah, I could have, but maybe he wanted something different. Take the kid out, to a nice, beautiful dinner. No, it's just a respect thing. It's look, it's not that my friend could not afford, you understand, to buy his own son a truck. He could. It's called a respect thing. That's what people do. Now, example, here's something you're gonna like, the regulator. You're gonna like this one. Back to the Future said he wanted to send a gift. Listen, because I know there's another big thing that the regulator gets very, very angry. Oh, he gets very angry, okay? Guess what? Back to the Future, if you go up in the comments, the regulator, if you scroll up, you'll read that Back to the Future decided to mail, I guess, a get well soon card for my wife and mail a gift. Beautiful. Doesn't have to be money. Doesn't have to be money. It's just that this is the only problem I have with that stuff, and I'm going to tell you what it is. Okay, you want me to be honest with you? There's only so many things right now that my wife can eat in her health. So let's example. Let's say you said like a box of chocolate, like Russell Stover's or some shit. I'm gonna wind up eating it. It's gonna be me. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth. My wife's not gonna eat it. Okay, and there's only so many flowers. You know what I mean? That you can send her. We actually got flowers from a couple of people. I got flowers in the mail. Okay, I'm not gonna, I don't want to get into it. Don't ask me about all this stuff. Just it was from family. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you which family member sent it, but I got a couple of flowers in the mail. We already got like 3 sets of flowers, and honestly, it's starting to hurt her. It's hurting her head to send. And this is only 3 sets. Could you imagine now we got like I'm just trying to say 100 sets of flowers? It's unfortunately it would just go into the garbage. Now, once again, I understand it's a nice gesture. God bless. There's only so much that she could eat, and there's only so much she could take with certain things. So that's why sometimes a stupid thing like, hey, here's $5, and then we let Jennifer decide what she wants to do with that $5. Whether Jennifer wants to maybe get herself whatever, some turmeric, or she wants to get herself some carrot juice. Every day she drinks the carrot juice, or she wants to get herself a healthy, drink or health. In other words, you leave it up to her to make that decision. You follow me? That's all I'm saying. It's called a kind gesture. Pikachu goes too far. He does. I agree with you, the regulator. Guys, I'm not really interested in talking about how much money I invested in AMC. Okay, right now, I mean, top rig, let's just say it was hundreds and hundreds of thousands. Let's leave it at that. The regulator, that is fine. That is fine. When you say, is that good enough? You make me laugh, man. You are really a funny person. You make it seem like, you know what the regulator makes it seem? He makes it seem like if someone sends a card or a gift that I'm somehow disappointed in them or I'm angry at them in some way. That's how you make it seem. You make it. I just told you that Back to the Future, if you scroll up, listen to me, if you scroll up the regulator and read the comments, Back to the Future said he did exactly what you did. He mailed a card and a gift. Okay, God bless. Okay, you mailed a card, God bless you. God bless you for doing that. The only thing I'm saying to people is this. Whatever people do, I love you, Jennifer loves you, and my family loves you, and we appreciate you. But I'm just explaining, if that's okay. Is this okay with you, regulator? Can I explain this? That she could only take so many flowers. I mean, a card is a card. A card is a beautiful thing. A card is not going to affect her in any way, shape, or form. But, I'm just saying people who want to sell flowers, she can't really take too many flowers. The scent is giving her a major headache because she has she's dealing with brain cancer as well. It originated as breast cancer, but she has the tumors in the head, and she can't really the scent of the flowers affect her. That's all. Is that all right? Can I say that, regulator? Is that all right with you, or is that going to in some way offend you? Is that going to offend you that I'm saying that? Is it going to offend you that she can't eat certain things? Like if someone wants to send chocolate, she can't eat it. Okay. Is that all right? Can I? Am I allowed to say that, or is that somehow going to offend you? That's all I'm saying. Exactly right. But of course, if someone just wants to send a card, if someone wants to send a little gift, and that's beautiful. Anything that is a good gesture is appreciated. Okay? So are we on the same page now? Thank you. God bless. With that said, I'm going to do a song. This one is called When I Picture My Life, I Picture You. It's one of my wife's favorite songs that I wrote. Now, I know the regulator doesn't like the way I sing. Maybe you might want to mute this or something, but I'll tell you a funny story about this song. I had a Billy Joel tribute band, and I was performing in Brooklyn, New York. A lady comes up to me who actually knew Billy Joel, if you could believe this. She had an animal rescue center. I got to put this video up at some point again. I got to find it out of my 37,000 videos. I got to find it somewhere out there. But she asked me if she could use that song in a video that she asked me to create to promote her non-for-profit animal rescue center. So it turned out to be this. It was a love song to my wife. When I Picture My Life, I Picture You was a love song to my wife, Jennifer, but it turned out to be a song used for rescuing animals, which, by the way, me and my wife are very big animal lovers, so it worked out. Her vision is affected, yes, the regulator, yes. She could still see, but, she tells me from time to time that, yes, her vision is affected, but she could still see. She still has vision. But yes, let me play this song. Original song, When I Picture My Life, I Picture You. When I picture my life, I picture you. And I know times can be tough, but destiny will pull us through. You're always on my mind, day and night. When my world is dark, you are my light. Begun to realize that when I picture my life, I picture you. I'm only a lock without its key. When the ocean tide hits the sand, I have a similar feeling when I hold your hand. Begun to realize that when I picture my life, I picture you. Despite any obstacles that may come my way, our names are written in the stars in loving displays. Every time you read all these words, I am sure that you do begun to realize that when I picture my life, I picture it with you. That's a tough song to sing, man. But that's when I picture my life, I picture you. Original song written for my wife, Jennifer, and was used in an animal, a non-for-profit animal rescue center video. Salud, Gintani. Like I said, I'm not going to be doing a lot of long live streams, but I'm going to be doing a lot of them. So we're probably going to be finishing this one up soon. Is there anything anybody wants to talk about? I still believe that XRP and Bitcoin in the Trump administration is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. Is going to do phenomenal. Despite that, the regulator didn't really believe in DJT. I mean, you believed in it up to a certain point, right? He's gonna get mad now. I continue to believe in DJT. I continue to believe, especially with the potential accusation. Excuse me, I can't speak. Acquiring. I'm losing my mind here. BKKT is going to be a huge thing for DJT. I believe that President Trump will continue to speak on Truth Social. Look, remember we talked about that we said he was the Twitter president at one point. I believe now he's going to be the Truth Social president. I think he's going to be constantly talking on Truth Social. And I believe it's going to open up the doors to a gigantic, huge audience for DJT. And I think that DJT will continue to do well. In my opinion, it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. Don't listen to me. But my conviction and my confidence in DJT is tremendous. Here goes Antonio. You know what's funny about Antonio Miranda? I think I want to make a video about you. I think I'm going to do it. I think after I finish this live stream, I'm going to make a video for you. A part of me wants to thank you because Antonio Miranda, and I just want all of you to know, has literally been the greatest supporter of Apefather. It's not a joke. Like, I literally think on every single live stream, Antonio Miranda gives some form of a super chat. I think he even surpassed Back to the Future. Back to the Future was at one point my greatest supporter, but Antonio Miranda has passed him. He's number one at this point. And the funny thing though is that at the same time that he's supporting me, he continues to break my balls. He continues to to degrade me. Like, listen to this comment. Only 25 more days for the bar restaurant that was promised. Okay. Um, Obviously, you realize that life events sometimes take priority over your other ambitions and dreams. I mean, obviously, right now, my priority is my wife. It is not opening a bar restaurant, but that dream has not ended. Will it happen in the next 25 days? I highly, highly doubt it, Antonio. So it looks like you won again. You were right about Bitcoin. You were right about me not being able to open up a bar restaurant in the next. I don't think that's going to happen. If you really want me to be honest and realistic, most likely not going to happen. But does that mean I'm going to give up on that dream? Absolutely not. Right now, the priority is the wife. Nathan Miller, Mr. Apefather, thank you so much for sharing everything you do with us. Thank you. You are truly an inspiration in so many ways. Oh, really? Thank you. God bless you, Nathan Miller. That was a very kind, very beautiful comment. I appreciate that. God bless you. And as I mentioned, if you see that comment that I pinned right there with Back to the Future, that is my Cash App. Anybody who would like to help our family in this very, very tough time, it could be a gift. Okay, you hear me, speaker regulator? It could be a card, or it could be a couple of bucks that Jennifer would use to, whatever she would like to get. If she would want to get herself something, it would be up to her. My wife, I don't know if you know, Nathan Miller is going through stage 4 breast cancer. It started as breast cancer, it traveled to the brain, spread throughout the brain, created 3 large tumors. One of them had to be surgically removed. The other 2 couldn't be surgically removed. The cancer continued to spread throughout her brain and into her spinal cord, both on the inside and in the tunnel and the outside of the spinal cord, and her prognosis is not very good. So anyone, as I mentioned, it's a good-hearted, kind gesture thing. You don't have to do anything. It's not necessary. It is not a requirement. I am not begging anybody, but if you would like to do, even a super chat is fine. Some people, for whatever reason, do not trust Cash App. Cash App is very respectable. It's a very, very respectable app. I never had a problem using it, but if for whatever reason, some people don't trust Cash App, and they just want to do a super chat, it's fine. Whatever they prefer. God bless. Anything they prefer is greatly appreciated by me and my family and my wife. Is it a requirement? Absolutely not. It is not a requirement. Tommy, what's up? I kind of called it, Tommy. You don't know what's going on with the wife, Tommy? Have you heard what's going on with my wife, Jennifer? I don't know if you heard about it, brother. Her cancer got worse. She had the brain surgery. And I don't know if you heard what happened. The cancer winded up spreading. Oh, I just saw Nathan Miller send $5. Oh, God bless you, Nathan Miller. I just saw something pop up on my screen. Nathan Miller just gave a $5 contribution. God bless you, brother. I know I'm buying soursop. I got it for a soursop and turmeric. But the thing is, it got really bad, Tommy. It went to the brain again, but it spread all over the brain. It spread into the spinal cord. We don't really know God bless you, Nathan Miller. Godspeed, brother. Godspeed. We don't know how. Look, she had 3 tumors in her brain. One was from, I believe it just started from the breast cancer. See, people don't really understand how this stuff, I heard about the fasting, yeah. People don't know really how this stuff works. They think that because I say the cancer went to the brain, these people sometimes they try to make it seem like I'm some form of a liar. They're like, wait a minute, you said she had breast cancer. See, it originates, the origin is the breast. It starts as the breast cancer, but then it metastasized and it went to the brain, it went to the spinal cord. So doctors still call it breast cancer, even though it traveled to different parts of the body. It's still, because the origin was the breast. But like I said, the prognosis is not so great because it went into the spinal cord, the tunnel. And when it does that, they say there's really not much of a cure anymore. So it's a very, very scary time for our family. And like I said, Tommy's always been a big supporter. I mean, Tommy doesn't have to do it. Tommy's been supporting us forever, Tommy's Touch. He's like the biggest supporter of the Apefather and our family. He's great, Tommy. I love Tommy's Touch. But if anybody else would like to do anything, you could do it by way of Cash App. You can see the comment is pinned, just like the great Nathan Miller Wonderful human being that he is. He just actually sent us $5. We love you, Nathan. God bless you. If anybody would continue to do that, again, I would give you a big shout out. It's the $ Richard Lavoie. I pinned a comment right there, Back to the Future. Or if someone would prefer to do a super chat, God bless. Tommy's Touch continues to be a great man for us. I love you, Tommy. We all love you. My wife loves you. I love you. Tommy is a one-of-a-kind human being. He's literally just like Back to the Future. The main people have always supported me. Back to the Future, Tommy's Touch, all like the like Batman and Robin. I love you, man. Yeah, we'll definitely take you up on that. Right now is a little crazy times, Tommy, as you can imagine, with the family. I first of all, I wouldn't even want my wife smelling any type of like paint or anything right now. Like her sense of smell is very sensitive. The regulator says, I told you that haters denying Jennifer's condition are messing with your head to get a rise out of you. Nobody would lie about such a thing. It's the truth. Like, why would I? What is in it for me? First of all, you want me to all level with you? I mean, let me put it to you this way. My wife is the rock of our family. She's the rock of our family. If the regulator came to me, who's worth $130 million, right? And if the regulator came to me, I'll give you $10 million in cash. Okay. You have to choose. You have to choose $10 million in cash or your wife regaining her health. I would choose my wife regaining her health. I would turn down the regulator. I would say, I'm not interested in $10 million. I want my wife to regain her health. So this is not a money thing. And I hated that people try to twist this into that. It's like a kind gesture. That's all it is. It's a sign of love. Like, see what Back to the Future did, example. It's a sign of love, what he did. It's a sign of love. Beautiful gift, a beautiful card, straight from his heart. It's a sign of love. What Tommy's Touch just did was a sign of love. What Nathan Miller just did was a sign of love. That's all. And I love you all. So the regulator, you got to stop twisting it, man. It's just a sign of love. Like even what you did, you want to laugh, even what the regulator did, even though this guy hates me, constantly hates me, sent the sympathy card as a sign of love. That was a nice thing. God bless. God bless. Well, look, the regulator, somewhere deep down in his heart, I think cares about Jennifer, Tommy. You're right. Somewhere in his heart, I think he cares for Jennifer. I think he does. I think he does. I think there's somewhere in his heart that he has compassion and sympathy for my wife. He does. I believe that. God bless anyone who's homeless. You're right. Yes, anybody who's homeless, especially veterans. Oh my God. Our veterans. That's why I'm so glad that President Trump is back, because he's going to take care of our veterans. I just took my dog outside. What did I miss, Apefather? Not much. We had Tommy's Touch, helped us out. He contributed $5. We had Nathan Miller contributed. The regulator sent a sympathy card. You didn't really miss much. Look, Tommy, like I said about DJT, okay, I'm telling you, something is telling me in my heart, inauguration day. Don't hold me to it, okay, brother. Don't hold me to it. I'm not a financial planner. I don't give financial advice. But something is telling me inauguration day. Tommy, I love you, brother. You did enough, brother. Tommy just did another dollar. He's the best, Tommy. Something is telling me inauguration day, DJT is going to do something very, very special, man. Again, I got to watch what I say, because everybody, I don't want people to get mad at me. I think it's going to go over 100. I think it's going to do something really big on inauguration day. But again, not a financial planner, or a few days leading up to it, yes. Don't listen to me. The regulator confirms, he says, absolutely, my wife and I care for Jennifer and your kids. All right. Now, can I give you some advice to regulator friendly advice? This is not financial advice, it's friendly advice. Everyone in this world, listen to me, handles things differently in life. Everybody. You shouldn't really judge people. Okay. You shouldn't do that. Okay. There are different cultures. You follow me? There are different ways of people. Some people, I'll give you an example. Some people, when they're going through an extremely tough time, they are very, very private people. Meaning they don't tell anybody their business. They keep everything silent. They don't share nothing. I am not a private person. I am a very public person. Now, I share things with people. I share everything. Now, you might think that's wrong. You might say, no, no, no. The right way to do it is to be a private person. Keep this stuff private. Okay. But you see, you have to try to understand that's just your opinion. It's not that what I'm saying is wrong. It's not what you're saying is wrong. We have different opinions. That's it. That's all it is. Some people, when they're going through a very, very tough time, they don't want nobody to bother them. They don't want no assistance. They don't want no help. You have to try to understand the regulator. I lost my father. My father passed away. Okay. Jennifer's mother passed away. Jennifer's father is now in a rehab next to my mother, by the way. My mother's in a rehab. Okay. But Jennifer's father has dementia. We have no support system. And that's it. We got literally nobody. I mean, a couple of people, but nothing big. Like we don't have the main people. We don't have like our parents. We don't have them. Okay. So once again, stop judging. That's all I'm trying to say to you. Unless you're in someone else's shoes, you shouldn't judge. That's my only. That's like a friendly advice to you, but I know you're not going to take it because everybody in this world thinks that their way is the right way. Yeah, everybody's got that. Everybody's got my way is the right way, your way is the wrong way. No, that's not the case. You want to laugh the regulator? I'll give you an example. I play in piano bars a lot of times in my life. I play music. People put money, they tip me. And you want to know why they're doing that? Just hear me out because I know he's going to get upset again, the regular. Simply because I'm playing the piano. Simply because I'm playing music. They're not doing it because my wife has stage 4, breast cancer. They're not doing it because our family is going through a tough time. They're simply doing it because I am providing some enjoyment into their lives. So merely the fact that I'm playing music is a form of entertainment. You understand? And it's a form of making people happy, right? Nathan Miller, very wise words, very calm words. Your music is amazing. Thank you, Nathan. I love you. I love you, Nathan. I really do. You're like family, brother. God bless you. My mom was believed that she had dementia. God bless her. It's very hard to play the piano. It's true. Thank you, Tommy. But the point I'm trying to make to the regulator is like, example, let's say I go now and I play the piano and I play a song, any song, whatever the case may be, right? And someone says, here's $5, here's like a super chat. What would be the difference? Because I know he's going to get upset. If I played the piano in terms of a tribute concert for my wife, or if I played the piano and it was no tribute concert for my wife, I just played the piano. In both cases, you're playing music, right? In both cases, you're entertaining people. In both cases, you're providing people with enjoyment. So he just said something. He says, I agree cultures are different and have different beliefs. My family is Jewish, so I understand. But in my opinion, you disclose too much about your family and Jennifer's private medical information. Once again, it's your opinion, right? It's your opinion. Okay. How I was raised, I can't explain it to you. How I was raised when people go through tough times, it's like I don't know how to say this. It's kind of crazy. Not only is it expected for your friends and family to help you, it's a sign of disrespect. Like it's a sign. Like I'll give you an example. If I found out, I'll give you an example. If I found out that one of my friend's wife had stage 4 breast cancer, or let's say it was like, God forbid, it was terminal, and I didn't, first of all, calling him is a disgrace. Calling him is not enough. I would have to go there, visit him, hug him, be there by the family side. And if I didn't give some form of a tribute, like some form of a card or something, I would be looked at as the biggest jackass in Brooklyn. I would be looked at as the biggest jackass in Brooklyn if I didn't do that. Like so let's go through the steps of it because I want to teach the regulator my culture. So let's say a buddy of mine's friend had stage 4 breast cancer and it was terminal. So let's go with the first thing. I did absolutely nothing, meaning I didn't send the card. I'm Italian, yes. I didn't send the card. I didn't call them. I didn't visit them. I would literally be the outcast of Brooklyn. Whenever someone would see me in the street, they would turn their back on me. I might even have a contract out of me. That's just, I'm joking around. No, but that's how angry people would be. Like if I would just ignore the situation, people would think I was the lowest form of SCUM on earth. Okay? So I guess you just don't understand the regulator. Maybe you never will. And that's fine. Maybe it's not meant for you to understand. But that's just the way it is. We reach out to our friends, we reach out to our family. And believe it or not, a lot of people on YouTube have became my friends and family. A lot of people have became my friends and family. You did not have to read that letter on the internet for your kids to hear the word terminal. My wife and I believe that was wrong. Well, first of all, my children know my wife's condition because my wife told them, okay, just so that you understand, because she wants them to learn to be independent now in life. She wants them to learn to be strong. And so they know my wife's condition. Okay, that's number one. Number two, besides the fact that they already do it, it's people like you. Now I'm going to insult you. Okay, the regulator, I'm going to insult you. Because of all of your hate and because of all of your negativity, pretty much painted me as a charlatan, painted me as a con artist. You make people believe, people like you, okay, that I am lying about this, about my wife's medical condition. Most people believe this is not true because of people like you. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. Now, if that hurts your feelings, I'm sorry, but it's the truth. It's haters like you with the persistent and consistent hate that is making people all over the internet think I am making this up. It is not real. And see, that's something I can't handle. It's one thing that people don't want to support us. It's another thing that they think I'm a charlatan. They think I'm a con man. They think I'm a freaking piece of shit. And that's because of people like you. You understand? You're making people believe with all your hate and all your negativity that I am lying about my wife's condition. So you effing force me to read that letter. You force me because I don't want people thinking I'm friggin' some psychopath making this up. Thank you so much, Frostbite Chill. But no offense, regulator. That's the truth. Okay, you believe it, but listen to me. This is what you don't understand. I understand what you're trying to say, but you are influencing others. You are influencing others. Back to the Future. I believe I'm your friend. I believe your family. Back to the Future. You have a beautiful family for what I have seen on your life on YouTube. Thank you, Back to the Future. And I don't consider you a friend. I consider you family. The regulator, whether you know this or not, you are directly influencing people with all your hate. Regulator, do you read some of the comments you write about me? They're not nice, and I'm not going to repeat them. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. You certainly write very, very extreme negative things about me. How do you think that that's going to play a part on people when they read this? People read that, they're going to say, this guy's a piece of garbage. This guy's human trash. This guy is the lowest form of whatever, and he's a liar, and I don't believe him, and he's a lowlife. And it's because of people like you, with all of your disgusting, disgusting hate, that causes that. Okay? So here's my advice to you. If you truly care about my wife, stop the hate, man. Just stop it. That's it. You don't have to support us. You don't have to do ugats. You don't have to do ugats. But here's what you should do. Stop the effing hate. You lied to me. You told me you were going to stop the hate. You said, I'm done with the hate, Apefather. If other people want to hate, they can hate. Right? Do you remember saying that? Does that ring a bell? You said you were going to stop the hate. You restarted the hate like, the song We Did Start the Fire by Billy Joel. You restarted it. Okay, big time. Let it go. Let the hate go. But with that said, let me do a little song here. I like to think my wife is just as strong as a fighter as the great President Donald J. Trump. And regulator, you know I love Donald Trump. I love Trump. All right, and I was proud of you that you supported the great president. I was proud of you. Okay, I love Donald Trump. I love Donald Trump, but you just made a comment saying you only help people who need help. Donald Trump certainly doesn't need help. He's the world's most successful man that probably ever lived, but that's another story. Nathan Miller, you aren't able to be a charlatan, in my opinion. With your gift of music alone, you could just promote it, but you choose to share the bigger part of your life. I relate that and appreciate it so much. Thank you. But you see, the regulator, read Nathan Miller's comment. Read his comment. I could just perform music and not even mention anything in my life. But then this is the thing, that would be against who I am. I'm an Italian from Brooklyn. We don't hide things. I don't think, you want to know the truth? I wouldn't be able to hide it. I would be too sad. You know why see, sometimes people ask me, how are you able to do videos? How are you able to do live streams? How are you able to play? You know why? Because I'm being honest with myself. Like if I would lie about it, like if I would be acting like nothing is wrong in my life right now, I love you, Angie. If I would be acting like there's nothing wrong in my life, I probably would disappear from YouTube for good. You want to know the truth? Because I would just start breaking out into tears. I would probably not be able to play the piano. I would probably not be able to talk. So you might say, how are you able to do it? Because I'm being honest with myself. Because I'm telling you all the things I'm feeling. You understand? The problem with I love you too. The problem with doing Billy Joel is that they're gonna say YouTube that this live stream is not eligible for monetization. They're gonna block it. YouTube got very strict now. They get very strict with copyrights. I can't do any copyrighted music. I'm sorry, but a lot of the songs that I write are very similar to Billy Joel. Like I'll give you an example. I wrote a song for my wife called "Back Into My Arms." This was when I was a young guy, and when I was like 19, we were first dating. She wanted to get married. She wanted to get married. Wait, what's this guy say? Laugh out loud. The first tag you put was something about "Make America Great Again" and Trump, and finally your wife with stage 4 gets tagged at the end. Well, it's nothing funny about it. It's just all the things that are happening in my life. I've been a Trump supporter forever. I've been a Trump supporter even way before he ran for president. I'm a part of the Make America Great Again community, and unfortunately, my wife is going through a serious time. So that's all happening simultaneously. What can I tell you? I know it's a strange way to put it, but that's just what's happening. Anyway, let me do the song I wrote. This song got my wife back into my arms when we temporarily broke up when I was a young kid. I was a young guy, 19, because I told her I wasn't ready to get married yet. I wasn't ready to have a family. I wanted to go on the road. I wanted to be a rock star. But after a year, I missed her. I said, I miss my Jennifer. I need her back. I had to write a song to get her back, and it's called "Back Into My Arms." It sounds like a Billy Joel song, Who is helping you with the kids? We don't have a big support system, bro. That's what you don't understand. Nobody. We don't have a support system. It's just me, man. That's it. This guy doesn't understand that we don't have a support system. He doesn't understand anything, which goes back to the money part of it, right? Because that could help with certain care, and other things. Again, I don't want to get into this regulator because all you're going to do is fight with me. Let's just leave it at this. Let's just leave it at we are going through a tough time. It's the hardest time in our life, And if anybody wants to support us with a kind-hearted, good gesture, you see my Cash App. I pinned it, Back to the Future's, Cash App. That's my Cash App, which is the $ Richard Lavoie, or a super chat, anything you prefer. Or if you don't prefer to do nothing, you could do what we say in Italian, ugats, okay? You could do ugats. You're done fighting, that's good to hear. Here's Back Into My Arms. Oh! So many nights, I wish that you were here, girl. You're living your life since I let you get away. Now I called you on the telephone, and you seemed surprised to hear from me. All I wanted was to tell you how much I was sorry I hurt you. Now I want you back into my arms. I can change all my mistakes. If you just take one more chance, I promise you there's no more heartaches. I want you back. Come back into my arms. Sometimes you don't know what you got till you lost it. I want you back, but I know I can't force it. You might have lost all your love for me. Now you just want to be free. I'm not giving up that easily. I'm determined to make you see how I feel. Now I want you back into my arms. I can change all my mistakes. If you just take one more chance, I promise you there's no more heartaches. I want you back, girl. Come back into my arms. I can't believe that it seems you made up your mind. Why do I still feel the same after all this time? I don't know if I will ever get you out of my mind. Now I want you back into my arms, yeah. Now I want you back into my arms. That's an original. Back Into My Arms. Forget about it. Maron. What's up there, Robert C? Robert Conover. He's another person who supported us. I love him. So anyway, thank you, Angie. God bless you. Thank you, Nathan Miller. God bless you. Yeah, I wrote a lot of songs for my wife. I'll do another one for her. This one's Jennifer. This is an original song I wrote for my wife. I remember when I first looked in your eyes. It was destiny. We were both surprised. From this moment on, there was something very strong that we felt inside. When we first kissed, I knew there was something about you that was meant for me, and I knew I love Jennifer. We spent all our time together every night. When we are apart, something is not right. You became a part of my heart and my soul. My life is finally whole. Now my Jennifer has stars in her eyes when she looks at me. When we first kissed, I knew there was something about you that was meant for me, and I knew, and I love Jennifer. You're the one I want to spend my life. Start a family with you as my wife. There is nothing that we can't get through. I'm so lucky that I found you forever. It's you and me. Now my Jennifer has stars in her eyes when she looks at me. When we first kissed, I knew there was something about you that was meant for me, and I knew I love Jennifer, and I love Jennifer. You can hear a lot of Billy Joel influence in my songs. Thank you very much, Nathan. Back to the Future. I love Billy. Billy's the GOAT, man. Billy wrote, New York State of Mind. I wrote I'm a New Yorker. I wrote the Brooklyn song. I wrote two songs actually I wrote three songs about New York. One is called Brooklyn Funk. I'll show you really quick. It's a jazz piece. It's no singing, instrumental. It's called Brooklyn Funk. I think someone just sent me something. Oh, Robert sent me, I think, another $25. Robert. God bless you, Robert. Robert Conover. He's in the live stream. I love you, Robert. You are the best. I love you, brother. Thank you. Big thank you to Robert Carnova. I think someone else might have said something. I'm not sure. Let me see. Give me 1 second here. Just give me 1 second. I just want to check. So I see Robert Conover gave 25 again. God bless you, Robert. So I see Robert Conover gave 25 again. God bless you, Robert. I love you, man. Nathan Miller made a contribution. God bless you. Someone else made a contribution, but for some reason it's not coming up. So I'm not sure if it was anonymous. I think someone gave a small amount, but for some reason I'm not seeing it. I don't know if they wanted to remain anonymous, but God bless you. God bless you and God bless your family. Anyway, let me get back to Brooklyn Funk. You need that email. Yeah, I can't type, but if someone could type out my email for me, I can't type. My phone doesn't allow me to type. This is my email right here. Let me see if I can turn it. Can someone type that out for me? I can't pin it. I can only pin one comment at a time. But it's Richard. It's RICHARD. L is in Larry. E is in Edward. 101 at gmail.com. If someone could type that. So Richard LE 101 at gmail.com. That is my email address. If anybody could type it, I'd appreciate it. Anybody. I can't pin it though. All right. Another psychopath, the under manager, was also one of my very big supporters, who has given a lot of like a super chats, and he's another one who just wants to keep criticizing me. I don't know if I can repin it. I don't know how to do it. It only allows me to pin it once. Look, under manager, don't take this the wrong way. I don't want to argue. So obviously you're in the mood to argue. I got to just boot you off, brother. I got to do it, man. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. Let me get rid of under manager. So he's gone. Under manager's gone. Robert C. Rich, we are praying for the family. Thank you, Robert. God bless you. That is the second contribution Robert made. He is an amazing guy. I love you, Robert. Thank you. Thank you so much. Robert Conover, a great man. But anyway, let's get back to Brooklyn Funk. That's Brooklyn Funk. Forget about it. Brooklyn Funk. Once again, this is my Cash App. I pinned it in the, you can see it right there, the Back to the Future comment. It's the $ Richard Lavoie, RICHARDLEVOI. If anybody would like to do a kind gesture from their heart regarding my wife currently dealing with stage 4 breast cancer that unfortunately metastasized to the brain, where she had to have brain surgery, continued to spread to the brain and to the spinal cord, both inside the spinal cord and outside. It's a very, very tough time for our family, especially during the holiday time. Very tough for the kids, tough for me. Any kind gesture would be greatly appreciated. Of course, I would give you a very big shout out, a heartfelt shout out. But of course, it is not required. It is not a requirement. It's only if your heart wants to do it. Okay? If your heart wants to do it, it is up to you. If your heart doesn't want to do it, you don't have to do it. It is not a requirement. All of you know Apefather is from Brooklyn. Brooklyn, New York, forget about it. I have another YouTube channel. If you search on YouTube for my actual real name, Richie Lavoie, and then type in the Brooklyn song viral video, if you remove it, you could put the new message. Okay. If you search on YouTube and you type in my name, Richie Lavoie, which is again Richie Richie, Lavoie Levoi, and then type in the Brooklyn song viral video, you'll hear a song I wrote, the Brooklyn song. I'm very proud of this song. You know, this is also very big memories of my wife, because I met my wife, when I was living in Brooklyn, and I took her all the time. All the restaurants that you'll see in that video is where me and my wife spent all our time. Like, I always took my wife to Spumoni Gardens in Brooklyn. Pin the email. All right, let me just do this really quick here. Hold on one second. Can you type the email out, though? That's the only thing. I need someone to type it. Can you type it, Back to the Future? Here, type it and I'll pin it. Can you just type that for me? Here's my email address. It's Richard, RICHARD, LE101 @gmail.com. If you type that, I'll pin it. If you could just type that out for me, Back to the Future. It's Richard. It's RICHARD, LE101 @gmail.com. It doesn't let me type. I don't know why. Well, as soon as someone types out my email, I'll pin it. It's Richard. No, I didn't get anything. It just told me I could pin a new message now. I didn't get nothing. Can you if you just type it out, brother, I could pin it. Just all you have to do is type out the email. It's Richard, RICHARD. All right, let's get rid of this guy, Dean Defense. He's gone. Don't want to deal with that moron. Yeah, if you could just type that out, brother, I'll pin it. All right, well, I guess whenever Back to the Future gets a chance, I'll type that out. I'll pin it. But until then, I'm going to do the Brooklyn song. Like I said, if you go to YouTube and you search, you think someone blocked your message. I'm sorry about that, Back to the Future. I don't know. Are you able to just type out the email? If you could type it out, I'll pin it. If not, no problem. I think people see it by now. I think they got it. You typed it to Nathan Miller? I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. Well, anyway, you guys got the email. It's right here. It's right in front of you, right? You typed it. For some reason, it's not showing up. I don't know why. Maybe somehow it's being blocked. But anyway, you guys got it, right? You guys got the email. Richard, LE101 @gmail.com. Richard, RICHARD, L as in Larry, E as in Edward, 101 @gmail.com. This is a very important song to me, the Brooklyn song. Like I said, I took my wife to all these great restaurants. Coney Island side. Hot dogs and Nathan's in the Cyclone for a ride. Cruising down 86th Street. Got my windows open, blasting music with a beat. Saturday night at Bay Ridge. Picked up a girl and made out under the Verrazano Bridge. Late night food at Del Rio Diner. Nothing makes me feel finer than good old Brooklyn is on my mind. Only Brooklyn, one of a kind. I want Brooklyn to always be home to me. To hear the whole song, and you can see all the restaurants I took my wife to over the years. Like I said, you go to YouTube, you do a search for Richie Lavoie, the Brooklyn song viral video. You have to do a search on YouTube, and you'll see the thumbnail come up of Coney Island. That's it. Click on that. If you could like and subscribe, not only this channel, but that channel as well, it would be greatly appreciated. I got another one I wrote for New York. This one's called I'm a New Yorker. Forget about it. Let's do it. I'm a New Yorker. Nothing's gonna stand in my way. I'm a New Yorker. Let me do that again. I totally forgot the words. I'm a New Yorker. Nothing's gonna stand in my way. I'm a New Yorker fighting to pass traffic every day. So I'm so shot with my wife right now. Let's do that again. It goes to show you that this is a live performance. Everyone says he's not really playing live. This is pre-recorded. It shows you it's not pre-recorded, yeah? I'm a New Yorker. Nothing's gonna stand in my way. I'm a New Yorker, fighting to pass traffic every day. Got places to go, people to see. Every second counts in New York City. I'm a New Yorker. I need a lot of cash to get by. I'm a New Yorker. My dreams limits on to the sky. Gotta be the best, can't settle for less if you're gonna make it in New York City. Little piano solo blows you away. I'm a New Yorker. I wanna see my face on billboards. Yorker, my name in lights is my reward. Hard work and determination, sacrifice and motivation, going to do what it takes. I'm a New Yorker, and I'm determined to reach the top. I'm a New Yorker. I have to keep moving and never stop. This city never never sleeps, neither do I. Gotta keep working hard until I die to make it. I'm a New Yorker, I can't stop until I make it in New York. I'm a New Yorker, I can't stop until I make it in New York. So I'm going to end the live for now. Piano is so rock and roll and so underrated. Thank you, Nathan. God bless you. It's a piano, baby. Who wrote the song? It's trash. I wrote it. Thank you, Tyree. Anyway, you can't please everybody, right? God bless all of you. God bless your families. I will be back soon. God bless my wife, Jennifer. Everything I said, if I was talking about stocks, okay, is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. I'm not a financial advisor. It was just based on my opinion for entertainment purposes only. What my wife is going through is not for entertainment purposes only. God bless all of you. I love you, Nathan. Have a good one. I'll see you soon. I love you, Back to the Future. I love you, Robert C. Discourse. God bless all of you. You are all great. Tommy's Touch. God bless all of you. Angie, I'll be back soon. I will stay strong. The real Apefather. God bless all of you.